Yeah, I'm going to stop whistling enough of that because it's time to get started, everyone. I've been looking forward to reading this series for all of you for quite a long time. And I actually can't wait because, frankly, there's not a bunch of chapters. Dragon Ball Super is still in the double digits. It hasn't even hit 90 chapters yet. So I know for a fact I'm going to be able to catch up with this series. But I am incredibly happy that I get to bring this series to all of you. So let's go and get started, shall we? Yes. Wait, do I have the chat in the right spot? I feel like my camera might have moved just a little bit. Yeah, it might have moved over just a little bit. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here, and I am finally bringing Dragon Ball Super to the channel. Now, most of us already know the history of Dragon Ball for the most part, at least the major events. Now we get started with Dragon Ball Super. And I have all the volumes currently. That is volumes 1 through 16. And if I'm adamant about this, sorry, I thought I saw something on here, but it's fine. If I'm adamant, and I know I am, about giving you guys these chapter reactions, which I could basically do every day. It's not like I need to pace myself. I don't work a 9 to 5 anymore, so it's not like I need to pace myself, because I can literally do these reactions every day. Like these live readings every day, and still do other stuff throughout the day because I have nothing but time. Really. Well, I want to say I have more than enough time to do these. But now I finally get to read Dragon Ball Super, so let's go ahead and get started! Oh, I've been looking forward to this for so long. You guys don't know how long these volumes have been sitting on my shelf, and I haven't touched them because I wanted to begin a series on this channel. These physical volumes have been sitting on my shelf for a while. So yes, needless to say, I'm immensely excited to read for all of you. Good to see you, Looney Scorpion, Snow, and Beast Team, if you are still here. Let's get started! It's been a year since I started working on Dragon Ball Super. The more I work on it, the more I realize how far away Toriyama-sensei is from where I stand right now. However, people say that being able to recognize someone else's strength is proof that you've improved too. In that sense, perhaps I can assume that I've gone from Hercule level to Yamcha level. You may find some things in this manga that seem odd to you, because a lot of people consider Dragon Ball Super a little bit of an oddity, and how it ruins certain characters, but I'll judge that based off of what I read. You may find some things in this manga that seem odd to you, but I truly appreciate you reading this series with an open mind. Trust me, if I can play game, I got an open mind. If this ain't an open mind channel, I don't know what to tell you. If I can find some fun but weirdness in playing Death Stranding, yeah, anything you put in here is not going to faze me at all. Toyotaro of 2016. Toyotaro created the manga adaptation for the Dragon Ball Z anime's 2015 film Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. He is also the author of the spin-off series Dragon Ball Heroes Victory Mission, which debuted in V-Jump in Japan in November 2012. Akira Toriyama! Renowned worldwide for his playful, innovative storytelling and humorous, distinctive art style, Akira Toriyama burst onto the manga scene in 1980. Good God, I sometimes forget how long manga itself has been around. Dragon Ball was around before I was even born. Burst onto the manga scene in 1980 with the widely popular Dr. Slump. His hit series, Dragon Ball, published in the US as Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, ran from 1984 to 1995 in Shueisha's weekly Shonen Jump magazine. He is also known for his design work on video games such as Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger, Tobal No. 1, and Blue Dragon. His recent manga works include Kawa, with an exclamation at the end of it, Kajika, Sandland, Neko Maijin, Jocko the Galactic Patrolman, who is a character inside of Dragon Ball Super, and a children's book, Tokyo the Angel. He lives with his family in Japan. And we have volumes number 1, Dragon Ball Super, volume number 1, Warriors from Universe 6. We're starting Dragon Ball, everybody! So we got contents, episode 1 all the way to episode 9, which begins with God of Destruction's Premonitions. Woo! Yeah, God of Destruction's Premonitions. The sudden appearance of Boo, the mightiest enemy of all time, forced all life on Earth to the brink of extinction. And this is when Kid Boo was, this was at the end of Dragon Ball Z, when Kid Boo was just manhandling everybody. Everybody. I mean, if you want to if you want an example of how much Boo was handing everybody they pockets, handing everybody they behinds, just basically look at Majin Buu or Kid Buu being an absolute menace. I'm pretty sure he's at the round table of Black Air Force Energy somewhere. But yeah, this is when Kid Buu is beating up on Vegeta while Goku is preparing a spirit bomb. Darn it! However, by answering the call from Hercule, energy across the entire universe was gathered and formed into the ultimate Genki Dama, the ultimate spirit bomb. Hercule! 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 And then there's Goku screaming in his Saiyan form going, "Ah!" And it shows Kid Buu staring in utter shock as the spirit bomb basically hits him. And by utilizing that power, I might as well sound like the announcer dude from the anime. And by utilizing that power, Goku managed to defeat Boo and save the Earth. Time has passed since then, and it has Goku who's just on a tractor, majorly bored and tired, as Goten comes up and says,
"Dad, it's lunchtime."
"Hey, Goten, done with school for today?"
"It's Sunday."
"Oh, it's a day off. All right, I want you to keep running this for me then."
"Okay."
Sorry, I had some breakfast, so I might have a little bit of the burps. And it's a big old massive lunchbox that Chi-Chi's made for him. And Goku is just chowing down as Goten continues to use the tractor until the backyard or wherever he's at. I forget where. And then he finishes eating and goes, "Phew, I'm so full. Thanks for the meal. Okay." And then it shows Goku assuming his Super Saiyan form as Goten looks on. And then as Goten is looking, Goku thinks, and then a mental image of Frieza in his final form appears right behind Goku, and Goku mentally spars with Frieza. Then a mental image of Cell appears, and he mentally spars with this mental image of Cell. And Goku is basically just practicing his training, imagining that he's fighting all the people that he's defeated in the past. Then it cuts to Kid Buu, and he prepares to hit. He prepares to run straight forward into Buu, this mental image of Buu, but then he hears a crash sound, and it shows that Goten has pretty much caused the entire tractor to almost plummet off the cliff. But Goku, with his speed, well, with instant transmission, not just his speed, but instant transmission, basically appears to not only grab the tractor, but also save Goten as well. "Goten, if you don't do your job, I can't focus on my training."
"Dad, were you training back there?"
"Yeah, you never know when another strong enemy like Boo will appear again. You always gotta be ready."
"Wow."
And then Goku just casually throws the tractor back onto the cliff. And it kind of lands really, really heavily. "Honestly, I wish I could go somewhere else to train, like the Lord of Worlds place. But Chi-Chi keeps yelling at me to work and make money."
"I guess the strongest person in the world really is Mom." "I heard that Grandpa Gyumao is totally broke now, too. But Mama said that there's plenty of money-making jobs out there that you could get, just like Hercule did."
"Yeah, but what I really enjoy is training while slacking off." And then it shows a flying car just pass overhead, and it's Hercule. Mr. Goku! Oh, speak of the devil, it's Hercule. And then it cuts to on some planet in the universe. And we got the main man, the god of destruction himself. And he's yawning. And then it has some sort of like slug-like caterpillar creature aliens going like, hurry, gentlemen, bring those over. And then all this food is placed in front of this god of destruction as he goes, please, enjoy, Lord Beerus. These are the finest dishes our planet's chef have to offer. And then Beerus sloshes around like some sort of drink in a cup and he goes, these, huh? And then he swallows it, and then everyone is waiting. Everyone is waiting for his reaction. And apparently one of his drinks was actually poisoned, which they did they show this in the anime? I don't think they even showed this in the anime. One of his drinks is poisoned because it shows one of these aliens holding like a vial with, the classic skull and crossbones for poison behind him. And Beerus is chowing down on it, and his attendant behind him is just looking on. And then Beerus just gulps it down with absolutely no ill effects to him. And this surprises the alien dude as he looks like, ugh. It's not bad. The seasoning is very exquisite. It's certainly to my taste. Huh? I see. We are happy to hear that. By the way, did you really believe you could kill me with a poison like that? And then they're all surprised, realizing that they've been had. And then his attendant just sighs like, ah. Then the head guy goes, poison? How could I possibly? I guess it didn't taste so great after all. How about this soup to Saiyan God? Oh, the Saiyan God? And to mind you, he's not saying Super Saiyan God, but it's soup to Saiyan God. The soup is called soup to Saiyan God. How about this soup to Saiyan God? Soup Saiyan God? It has a mild texture. That's enough. Too bad for you. I think I will destroy just this planet. Darn it! We have no choice! And then it shows all of this guy and his henchmen getting crossbows and guns ready as Beerus charges up just a little bit of energy in his finger, and there's an explosion, and it shows the entire planet just imploding, with Beerus and his attendant just seeing already on the outskirts of this explosion as the debris flies past them. It's just, you don't even see the whole planet just crumble and blow up. You just see light in space and just debris afterwards. And then Beerus' attendant speaks, going, so you ended up destroying it just as planned after all. Yeah, there's no way I could let those jerks keep breathing. Besides, I just remembered the man I saw in my dream. In your dream? And then it cuts to Goku speaking to Hercule. What? You're giving me 100 million zenny? I've won this prize called the World Peace Award. You know, they still believe that I'm the one who saved the world, and that award came with special prize money. But I believe the money truly belongs to you folks. That's why I'm here. No way, I don't need that. Please, don't be shy. But I wasn't the only one who fought back there. You were there too, and you did a good job. But, hey, how many 100,000s are there in this zenny thing? Because you know Goku is not good at math, or anything that isn't fighting. Yeah, he's really not good at anything that doesn't have to do with fighting. If you incorporated math into fighting, I'm pretty sure he'd figure it out. How many? Let's see, there's 1,000 of them. 1,000? 1,100,000 zenny? I really can't take such a scary amount of money. And then Goten goes,
Dad, why don't you just take it? With this money, you won't have to work anymore, and maybe Mom will let you go to Kao-sama's place.
Really? But, Mr. Goku, you should listen to Goten. Okay, I'll take it then. Wow, that's great! You sure about this? Thanks. Well, I'm not asking for this in return, but I really want you to keep this between us. And then it just shows Goten and Goku just giving him the thumbs up. And like, yeah, okay. Then it cuts to Beerus and his attendant as they're still in space, as his attendant says, "So, you remembered this Mr. Somebody who appeared in your premonition?" "Yes, the ultimate warrior who would be so much fun to play around with. He is called the Super Saiyan God." Super Saiyan God? Or something like that. I could be wrong. My. Let's go home and take more time to consider. Let's do that. Then it cuts to the Supreme Kai and Old Man Kai. In the Lord of Lords realms. Forefather, I just saw a planet disappear. I have a bad feeling about this. And that is the end of chapter 1. And it has like a little after image in chapter 1 where it has Hercule trying to offer money to Vegeta as he goes, "This is the thank you for," and then Vegeta says, "No thanks, we have enough." And I guess that's the conversation that went between him and Hercule, and that's why he went to Goku, because Vegeta wouldn't accept it, and he was all like, "Yeah, we got enough money." I mean, his wife is an inventor that's already a part of a mega corporation. They're never without money, so it's not like Hercule giving them money is going to be like anything major. So that explains where the money came from. I don't think this was addressed in the anime. I can't wait to read through this. Chapter 2, Goku defeated. And then it cuts to some little tadpole-looking alien going,
"You're right about the Super Saiyan God."
"See, Whis? I knew he was coming, my strongest rival." "If that's what the Oracle Fish says, I guess it must be true. However, Lord Beerus, Frieza already destroyed the Saiyan's homeworld, the planet Vegeta." "Oh yeah, I just remembered I asked him to do that." "However, it seems there are a few remaining Saiyans who migrated to a planet called Earth." "Earth? Isn't that where I wiped out those dinosaurs or whatever for being rude to me?" "Right, I remember something like that happening." "Huh? This Saiyan is somewhere else at the moment. He's the one who defeated Frieza, Son Goku." "Huh? Defeated Frieza, you say?" "Yes, Frieza was defeated by a Saiyan named Son Goku. This Saiyan is currently with the Lord of the Northern Worlds, Kao-sama." "The Saiyan who defeated Frieza. Now that's interesting. Well then, we know our next destination. Let's head to this Northern Kao-sama's place, shall we?" The planet of the Lord of the Northern Worlds. King Kai's planet, basically. And it shows Goku training by pulling like this massive block behind him. "I can finally resume my training thanks to the money from Hercule. Glad to see you again, Bubbles."
No way, it can't be. This is really bad. This is really bad.
I never thought I would be able to try and attempt King Kai's voice at all, but I hope it's good.
No way, it can't be. This is really bad.
What's wrong? Did you wet your pants or something?
As if, you idiot.
Then what's the big idea? You're so worked up.
If I really do wet myself, it'll be because of the disasters to come.
And then Goku was just looking confused at King Kai.
Lord Beerus is on his way here. Lord Beerus is on his way here.
Lord Beerus? Who's that?
Lord Beerus is the god of destruction. He's a deity of chaos and the strongest warrior in the universe.
The god of destruction? What's that? Never heard of it.
What should we do? What should we do?
And then it shows King Kai just running back and forth, frantic because Beerus is on his way. So this guy's the strongest warrior in the universe. In that case, I want to fight him.
You fool! You'll never stand a chance against him. If you make him mad, everything will fall into chaos.
And then it shows Beerus and Whis directly behind him as he goes, Fine. Wanna give it a try?
Lord Beerus! Lord Beerus and Lord Whis!
So you're this Lord Beerus guy. You're gonna fight me?
You must be respectful, Goku!
And then King Kai continues going,
Lord Beerus, I beg you not to take this man too seriously. He's just a monkey-brained lowly idiot!
and then Whis just says, that Saiyan is exactly why Lord Beerus has come here.
Huh?
And then it shows Goku going Super Saiyan immediately. Lord Beerus, I'm not gonna hold back, because you know Goku has a much more serious voice whenever he goes Super Saiyan. Lord Beerus, I'm not gonna hold back.
What are you doing, Goku? Stop!
Okay, give me everything you've got. And then it shows Goku launching at Beerus. And he tries to hit Beerus, but Beerus just effortlessly dodges around him. Every attempt for Goku to try and hit him is met with Beerus just casually dodging out of the way. Now, it's not big dodges, it's just enough movement for him to move slightly out of the way to completely evade Goku, but not waste any movement. That is Beerus. Wow. And he tries hitting Beerus more and more. And he keeps trying to hit Beerus, but it doesn't work. As I thought, that all Saiyans had black hair. Wait. I thought all Saiyans had black hair. And then Whis says, I think what you're seeing right now is a transformation known as Super Saiyan. It is a skill that the Saiyans recently learned. I see. That's exactly what it is. And this is Super Saiyan 2. And it shows Goku going to Super Saiyan 2, trying to hit Beerus, and Beerus is just blocking all of his hits, with Beerus going, well, I guess it's no surprise that you were able to defeat Frieza, but that seems to be the extent of your power. Don't underestimate me. Let me show you my strongest form. This is Super Saiyan 3.
Run, Bubbles!
And then it has King Kai running away with Bubbles into his house, as Whis just simply goes, oh my. Well, not bad. And then the whole aura around Beerus just completely changes as the Kais on the Supreme Kai world, I forget the exact name of it because I haven't played Dragon Ball Z Kakarot lately, but the other Kais notice that Beerus is like actually fighting someone else. There were only a few who noticed what Beerus, the god of destruction, was up to.
Could it be that Goku is fighting Beerus? Then, could it be that Goku is fighting Beerus?
Lord of the Northern Worlds, I told you to never let them meet. That's because only divine beings can sense the presence of other gods. And somewhere else, far away in the universe, others felt this presence too.
Huh? This feeling, is it Beerus?
It seems so.
That guy's already awake then.
Looks like he's fighting somebody on the planet of the Lord of the Northern Worlds.
He's in combat, huh? Then he won't notice our presence for now.
Well, maybe not.
And it shows a pudgy version of Beerus. It looks like another version of Beerus, like another cat-like creature, because Beerus is basically this humanoid cat creature with Egyptian-type garb on. And his attendant Whis has like a ring around him while he holds a staff, and he's dressed in kind of regal wear. This individual saying he's in combat is dressed the same way as Beerus, and his attendant is dressed the same way, only it's a woman. And it cuts to Goku in Super Saiyan 3 trying to hit Beerus, but Beerus still is dodging everything he's doing. And it gets to the point where the punch hits the ground that it blows out the other side of King Kai's world. Like the punch on one side, the force of that blows out the other side of King Kai's world. Oh boy, I'm enjoying this. Going from this story from like the beginning up to where it is right now. And no filler either. Darn it! Lord Beerus, can't you fight back even a little bit? Even just a little? At this rate, I won't know how strong you really are. And then it cuts to Beerus appearing directly in front of Goku as he goes, "Very well," and then flicks him in the head and sends him flying across King Kai's planet.
Goku!
And then as the dust settles, it shows, as the dust starts to settle, Beerus says, "Now it's time for you to transform into the Super Saiyan God." And then Goku, reeling from getting flicked in the head and sent flying like that, gets up and goes, "Huh? Super Saiyan God? What the heck is that?" You can't become one?" Right now, this is my final form. There's no more transformations after this." "Oh my. What a disappointment." And then he appears right behind Goku and just chomps him in the back of the neck, knocking out Goku instantly, sending him out of Super Saiyan 3. Just that one pop in the neck, and he downed Goku instantly. And this completely shocks King Kai. And then Beerus says, "We have no choice. Let's find more Saiyans on Earth. Whis?" "All right." And then both Beerus and Whis take off as Goku lays there on the ground unconscious. And then it cuts to space as this other individual that looks like Beerus is traveling with his attendant as he goes,
"Did he notice us?"
No, it seems okay. Those two are going somewhere else.
Okay, that's good.
And then it shows Beerus and his attendant, Beerus and Whis, traveling towards Earth.
"We're almost there, my lord."
So that's Earth. And that is the end of Chapter 3. Well, that's the end of Chapter 2. And it has a little bit at the end where apparently Vegeta is learning the Fun Time Bingo dance. So, my goodness, stop. To know all this information that was left out of the anime, it could have just been like a passing scene. But to know that Vegeta was actually practicing his bingo dance, just in secret, in full combat gear, no less. Okay, that's the end of Chapter 2. Chapter 3, The Rage of Beerus. And then it cuts to Goku, who's just now regaining consciousness. There is something on my eye. This better not be an eyelash. It was. It was multiple eyelashes. It's painful. Sorry, everybody. It cuts to King Kai as he looks at Goku as he goes,
"Are you okay, Goku?"
And then Goku goes, "I was no match for him."
"That's why I told you to stop. You're too reckless."
Beerus said they were going to Earth. This is bad. Bulma's birthday party is right now. And then it cuts to a cruise ship. Planet Earth, a luxury cruise, Bulma's birthday party venue. Editor's note, if you like to enjoy the party in full, check out the Battle of Gods movie, because that's one way you can see the party in full. And it shows Boo and Gohan getting tossed off to the side as Beerus and Whis have already made their way towards the venue. Now, mind you, a lot of people have gone off of the anime, so you would see Beerus show up and all this other stuff, but they're already right there, so it's already just cutting straight to it. But Beerus says, "I only came here to ask about the Super Saiyan God. This wouldn't have happened if you weren't so rude." And then it cuts to Gotenks, because they're already combined right now as they both say,
Wait, what? You hurt everyone just because we wouldn't give you pudding?
"What did you say? Just because, was it? That food may be common for you jerks, but I've never had it before. My precious pudding." And then Gotenks says,
It's too late. Boo ate all of it anyways. How dare you ruin our party for such a stupid reason? I'm sick of this! Ah!
and it shows Gotenks charging Beerus, and Beerus easily catching his hand, and goes, "Looks like someone needs to be taught a lesson." And then he takes his two fingers and proceeds to, like, hit Gotenks' wrists to reprimand him multiple times, but due to his monstrous strength, I'm pretty sure this hurts even Gotenks. Then he takes him, swings Gotenks around, and throws him off of the ship and falls into the water. And everyone else is looking at this, such as Dende and even Piccolo, and they're even kind of apprehensive. And Piccolo goes, you. You. And then before he does anything, Vegeta comes in and says, stop, Piccolo. It's no use challenging him. Hello, Prince Vegeta. It's been a long time. Last time we met, I think you were about this tall. Beerus, the god of destruction. Beerus, the god of destruction? How dare he do that to Dad? And this is a flashback to when Vegeta saw his father, King Vegeta, being manhandled by Beerus as he in the past, back when, Planet Vegeta was still a thing. And he goes, King Vegeta, I heard your people have been out of control lately. My sincerest apologies, Lord Beerus. I guess I'll need to destroy this planet too one day. And then it cuts back to the present as Vegeta says, no one can defeat him. And then, he is the strongest god in the entire universe. And then Beerus says, wisely said, Saiyan Prince. And then Bulma out of nowhere just walks up and then slaps Beerus in the face. And this shocks everyone. And then this shocks even Vegeta as he goes, look. And then Bulma says, hey, you! This is my birthday party and you're ruining it. Leave! And then Beerus, without missing a beat, slaps Bulma. And then everyone is looking like, huh? And then Trunks is there saying, Mom! You, how dare you? How dare you hurt my Bulma? And then Vegeta just erupts. And this actually gives Beerus pause for a little bit, as everyone is taken aback by Vegeta exploding with power as he goes, prepare to die! Ah! And he tries to hit Beerus, and Beerus not only dodges him, but manages to hit Vegeta at every turn. But then all of a sudden, Vegeta reels from being hit and comes back and actually manages to land a hit on Beerus, sending him flying off of the ship, with Vegeta close behind. And then Vegeta continues to hit Beerus across the ocean multiple times. And then everyone is watching on, like 18, Krillin, Master Roshi, and then Krillin goes, has Vegeta always been this strong? Has Vegeta always been this strong? And then it shows Vegeta, who's exerting so much power that he's literally keeping the waves of the ocean from touching him as he's on the ocean floor as he goes, eat this! And he blasts towards Beerus, and Beerus is looking at it, and he just rolls his eyes and just goes, and then there's a flash in the sky, there's an explosion above the hemisphere, and then it shows the Earth. And then it shows the Kais on the planet of the Kais as the Supreme Kai goes, Lord Beerus is fighting Vegeta. If this keeps going, the Earth will be destroyed. And then old Kai looks off in a direction, and then Supreme Kai goes, what's wrong, forefather? Strange. We lost another planet somewhere else just now, even though Beerus is on Earth. What's going on? And then it cuts to that same pudgy cat that looks like Beerus and his attendant as he goes, shall we continue our search for the next wishing ball? Yeah, looks like people on this side know nothing about these giant wishing balls yet. But they might notice if we stay here for too long. And both the Kais see both of them and they go, what? Wishing balls? I think they're talking about the Dragon Balls. See? I told you. And because both him and his attendant both look back in the direction of the Kais, even though they're using like this big crystal ball to look at them through space, they know that they're being watched. And they're all like, see, told you that someone knew about it. And they look back at him. It's like you have a hidden camera that no one knows about, that's been hidden for years. And then all of a sudden, someone walks into a room and it says, I hope you're having a good show, and then looks at exactly where the camera is. Just that sense of foreboding. Is this camera autofocusing? No. Yes, it is autofocusing. That's what's happening. I knew something was going on with this camera this entire time. Hold on. Let me fix. Autofocus. Off. There you go. Sorry. That's been going on for about a good 36 minutes. I did not notice. I didn't know what was happening with my screen. I thought something was going wrong with it. But they look back at both of the Kais and utterly shocks them as they go,
That's Lord Champa.
they saw us.
Why is he after the Dragon Balls?
And then Champa, along with his attendant, lands right in front of the Kais.
What the? Hello, Lords from Universe 7. It's been a while.
I need to change his voice. I need to do his voice better.
Hello, Lords from Universe 7. It's been a while. The Lords of Lords was listening in on our conversation, huh? That's some hobby. How much did you hear?
No, we didn't hear anything. Isn't that right, forefather?
Nope, nothing at all.
And then Champa just stares at the old Kai, while the Supreme Kai looks off to the side. And then he turns to his attendant and goes,
You're both really suspicious, but whatever. Let's go.
Farewell, gentlemen. We hope to see you again. And then both Champa and his attendant just take off. Like I said, I'm not saying the names of some of these people until their names are actually stated in the chapters. I know who she is, but, you know. And as both Champa and his attendant take off, Supreme Kai goes, Phew, who would have thought they'd come all the way here?
Anyway, I heard them talking about some huge wishing balls.
My guess would be that they're talking about the Dragon Balls from planet Namek, not the ones from Earth.
Indeed. And this is Champa we're dealing with. There's no way he'll use them for good. We must hurry. We need to get to planet Namek before they do. We must protect the Dragon Balls.
Yes. Then it cuts back to Earth with Vegeta in the air and Beerus in the air, completely unscathed. With Beerus saying,
Looks like you're not the Super Saiyan God either. I have no more business left on this planet. I'll destroy it now and go home. Darn it. So this is it, huh?
And then Goku instant transmissions in front of Vegeta.
Kakarot!
Lord Beerus, I want you to hold on for a second.
What? You again?
And that's the end of chapter 3. And then it cuts to Vegeta, who's here hanging in the air at the end. This is like a little footnote page. It cuts to Vegeta floating in the air as he goes,
I lost my chance to show off my bingo dance.
Because in the manga, he does not do the bingo dance. In the anime, he does. Interesting. That's the end of chapter 3. Onwards to chapter 4. I feel like something was in my eye. I don't know what it is. It's trying to distract me from giving you guys such a wonderful commentary. It's such a dramatic reading of Dragon Ball. Chapter 4, Battle of Gods. And it cuts to... It has Beerus, Goku, and Vegeta just floating in the air above the cruise ship. Now, mind you, the cruise ship is still moving, so are they just periodically floating along with the ship to keep up with it? Or, I don't know. Lord Beerus, you're looking for the Super Saiyan God, right?
What? Did you find him?
No, but I thought of a good idea. Maybe the one that will lead you. Maybe one that will lead you to him. And this confuses Vegeta as he goes, Bulma, get the Dragon Balls ready! And then it has narration. As soon as Goku summoned Shenlong, or Shenron, however you want to call him, he asked about the secret of the Super Saiyan God. According to Shenlong, the Super Saiyan God is a Saiyan deity who was temporarily created by gathering 6 purely righteous Saiyans. There are only 5 Saiyans on Earth, Since they were one short, they believed they had reached a dead end. However, they discovered that Videl, Son Gohan's wife, was pregnant. The 6 of them, including Videl's child, performed the ritual to transform Goku into a god. We are cutting through so many episodes of Dragon Ball and just cutting right to the meat of the matter. There's not even filler in between. It's just cutting to the important parts. I don't think it's going to take me long to get to the Tournament of Power. Let alone the resurrection of Frieza. We are covering so much ground so quickly. The 6 of them, including Videl's child, performed the ritual to transform Goku into a god. And it shows Goku, who's originally Super Saiyan, and then he changes, and then his hair color changes. And his hair color is red in the state of Super Saiyan God. But also his build is slightly leaner. Like, he's not overly muscular, he's still muscular, but he's lean, and his hair is red.
At last, my patient is rewarded.
And then Krillin says,
That form, so that's the Super Saiyan God?
and then Bulma, who's now up with everyone else, goes,
He hasn't changed that much, right?
and then Trunks says,
His hair is red.
and then Gohan goes,
Why can't I sense Father's chi?
and now, mind you, it's called Ki, K-I, but it's Chi. So either it's Ki or it's Chi. I'll call it Chi, how it's pronounced here.
Why can't I sense Father's chi?
And then Piccolo says,
That's proof that he's now turned into a deity. No mortal can sense chi that comes from gods.
and then it cuts to Whis, who says, You sure know a lot. And then there's Vegeta in the background, just tensely goes,
Kakarot's become a Super Saiyan God now.
and then Goku goes,
All right, bring it, Lord Beerus. Promise me that you won't destroy the Earth if I win. Okay, but know this. There's not a single being in the universe capable of defeating a god of destruction. After I win, I will destroy the Earth.
and then it shows Goku in Super Saiyan God form, preparing to fight Beerus, the god of destruction. And they both launch at each other.
Ah!
And they both clash. And the clash is so forceful that, mind you, they're still on the deck of the ship. The clash is so forceful from them colliding with each other, it shakes not only the ship, but sends ripples through the ocean as well.
How was that? What's it like to be a god? It's surprising. It's like a whole new world just opened up to me. I'm also quite surprised myself.
And then he just open palm shoves Goku far away from the ship as Beerus chases after him. And then everyone sees the both of them just speed off into the distance. And Goku manages to look in the direction of Beerus, but then jets off with Beerus keeping up with him. And they go so far across the ocean that they go to a whole nother region and fly across the cities there, with Beerus clashing with Goku throughout this city. And they're just fighting through all this. This is just a whole bunch of pages where they're clashing with each other. Also, I forgot to mention at the beginning of this that I'm reading for the official Viz site, the official Shonen Jump site. So if you guys want to see what I'm seeing, you either go to that site or go to the website of your choice. But as I always say, support the official release. But they're clashing with each other throughout all these cities, one trying to get a leg up on the other. And it looks like they're about to crash into a building, but they separate beyond it, and then they collide into one another. And then it shows Goku getting sent flying by a headbutt. Like, Beerus comes in with lightning speed. Well, I wouldn't even say lightning, because they're probably moving faster than that. Comes in with speed and headbutts Goku clear out of the city, sending him flying into the mountains. And then Goku gets back up, and he's huffing and puffing with Beerus saying,
You seem to be getting the hang of your god powers, but in the end, you'll never be as strong as me.
I'm just getting started! And then they both clash at each other. And the punches that lands from them colliding sends a reverberation throughout space.
Planet of the Lord of Gods.
What? The shockwaves from Earth are reaching even here. At this rate, the entire universe will be destroyed.
Lord Forefather?
I've collected all the Dragon Balls from planet Namek.
Huh? Oh, Lord Champa has gone somewhere far away already. Apparently, those weren't what he was after. Go back and return them.
Huh? No way! Sorry. Some mail people came by, and I gotta check the mail when I get the chance.
Huh? Oh, Lord Champa has gone somewhere far away already. Apparently, those weren't what he was after. Go back and return them.
Huh? No way! Earth's stratosphere. It shows Goku and Beerus clashing in space.
I acknowledge your efforts, but this is the end. You're already starting to lose your power. Darn it. I became a Super Saiyan God and it's still not enough to defeat you, Lord Beerus. Oh well, at least I had fun. It's been a while since I had to try this hard.
And it shows Beerus charging up like a ball of energy. Hold on. I'm not exactly centered. Yeah, much better. It shows Beerus charging up a ball of energy in his hands.
Let's finish this once and for all. I will destroy the Earth as promised. Now die along with your planet.
And it shows Beerus throw this massive death ball at Goku, and Goku just stands there as it... I might need to get some water. As he's kind of smiles as everyone else on Earth is going, as Piccolo goes,
"This is bad. This is bad."
Huh? Are we in trouble?
Says Krillin. And then Whis is just watching. And then Goku smiles. And then Beerus is kind of shocked that he smiles. And then Goku goes,
I'm sorry, Lord Beerus. I can hear it. The power of the Super Saiyan God. It's telling me, stronger! My power can still get stronger than this!
And then he puts his hands in the trademark pose.
Ka me ha me ha!
And with a massive blast, he repels the death ball that Beerus created. And there's an explosion that shows the light filling space so much that even the planets on the outskirts of where Earth is have shadows. And then the entirety of Earth is just enveloped in light as Krillin goes, wow! And then Whis disappears from everyone's sight, and Master Roshi is the only person to notice. Mainly because he's the only one wearing sunglasses. But then again, Piccolo doesn't have sunglasses, and he didn't even notice Whis just disappear. But Whis gets into the air, gets into space with Beerus, and goes, well, from what I can tell, this battle is undecided.
You are very interesting. Very well, for your sake, I shall save the destruction of your planet for another time.
What? You sure about that, Lord Beerus? Says Goku, who has left the Super Saiyan God form and is immensely tired floating in space. And Beerus turns away and goes,
I suggest you become more powerful before then. Oh yeah, one last thing you might want to know. Where we are is called Universe 7. I am the god of destruction of this universe, and there are 12 universes in total. There are beings out there far greater than you can even imagine.
And this surprises Goku. As Beerus says,
Whis here is not only my personal attendant, but also my teacher. That, of course, means he's stronger than I am.
And then Goku's just laughing.
Okay. Goodbye.
And then both Beerus and Whis just leave. They're just gone. And then old Kai just sees all that. Why was I calling the other guy the Supreme Kai when the regular Supreme Kai is the dude that has like the spiky hair? I'm correcting myself now before someone corrects me in the comments before watching the entirety of the stream once I'm done. But these Kais, Old Man Kai and the other Kai that's with him, he's just standing there on his planet going,
Lord Beerus decided not to destroy the Earth. How is that possible?
how is that possible? Goku is surely a very intriguing man.
Yes. By the way, how could the two of you undo the power of Potara?
Oh, right, the Supreme Kai. Oh, wait, so that was a Supreme Kai. They were just combined with the Potara rings. They were fused. It was a fusion. Why did I forget about that? My bad.
Since we worked so hard to collect the Dragon Balls, we asked to be separated again. Jeez. Anyways, I only hope this peace will continue for a while.
Somewhere far away in the universe.
No way!
Oh, this is the Frieza Force! Oh, I can't wait to voice Frieza.
How can there be Dragon Balls as ridiculously big as those? Report this to HQ, now! We finally found it!
Sir Garana, someone's out there!
Huh?
Well, I would say it's the Frieza Force, but it is not the Frieza Force that we know, because outside of their fleet, it's Champa, and he charges up a blast in his fingers, and he aims it at these Frieza Force members, and completely obliterates them. Oh yeah, this is the Frieza Force of Universe 7. Because they get blown up, and then it cuts to Planet Frieza, number 17. Does he just name all of his planets just after him and just adds a number to it? No style. For a person that exudes evil style, he just names a planet, Planet Me. 1. Planet Me. 2. Planet Me. 45. Planet Me. 467. It's like, maybe he's just lazy with naming things. I don't know. Planet Frieza number 7. And then it cuts to an individual whose name will probably pop up when we come across this character later. Lord Sorbet. Lord Garana's recon ship was taken down by some unknown force.
What? Garana's the second strongest in our entire fleet. I don't know who did this, but we just lost another platoon of soldiers. We have no other options. We must resurrect Lord Frieza. Hurry and find a planet with Dragon Balls!
Then it cuts to Champa as he's floating with his attendant who says,
My lord, if you continue to stand out, you'll be found out by Lord Beerus. I know, I'm going home. Let's see, next time I come here, maybe I should bring that jerk a souvenir.
And that is the end of Chapter 5. There is no footnote image. It just cuts to Chapter 5. Chapter 5, Beerus and Champa.
Beerus's home planet.
And it cuts to Goku and Vegeta, who are... We are jumping way ahead! We are jumping way ahead of where some anime episodes were. Granted, a lot of the anime episodes was just basically filler until the next big event, but we're already with Vegeta and Goku training on Beerus's planet. Wasn't there like a little bit of dialogue that got to the point where they were training on Whis' planet? I get told this later, but them just being there, I'm just like, okay. But Vegeta and Goku are training on Beerus' planet as Goku goes, I want to get even stronger and fight even more powerful opponents.
There's someone stronger than you right here. Don't talk big until you defeat me.
And it just shows them both landing on like tree stumps in the back. And they both launch at each other and they are just training and sparring. And they're constantly sparring. And then it looks like Goku's about to deliver an axe kick to Vegeta. And Vegeta catches it and goes,
The one who will defeat Lord Beerus first is me.
And he throws Goku in one direction as Vegeta prepares to go after him, saying,
There's no way I'll let you continue to get stronger than me.
And then he jets off after Vegeta, and before Vegeta can hit him, Goku uses instant transmission. And then as as Vegeta tries to hit Goku, Goku starts moving so fast that Goku is able to outpace Vegeta's own punches, and he gets more and more frustrated that he's not hitting Goku.
Ugh, darn it!
And then Whis is in the background watching, going, "Oh, geez, Mr. Vegeta, your heart is wavering again." Is that another package? Nope, that is not a package. Nope, that's people coming to get, like, tree salvage. Sorry. I'm actually looking for a package myself, so that's the reason why I keep looking back in that direction. Apologies for the distraction. Oh, geez, Mr. Vegeta, your heart is wavering again. And then someone appears behind Vegeta as he goes, "There you are!" And it just turns out to be a tree. Crap! I've got you now! And then Vegeta... changes. Am I missing something? Hold the heck up. Chapter 4. Hold up! And then Vegeta transforms, and then his hair color changes. And then he hits Goku with a blast, and then after Whis says, blue hair. And is this Super Saiyan Blue already? Did we already enter into that phase? Are we, Okay. I'm just gonna go with it until it's explained. And Vegeta blasts Goku after Whis says, blue hair. And then there's an explosion off the sides of Beerus's planet, like floating disc area where the big tree is. And there's just a smoldering crater where Vegeta and Goku are, as Whis says, "Oh boy. Darn it, Vegeta, that hurt! We made a... What the heck? We made a deal. No using Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. If you're using Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, then I'll transform too. It might as well just be called Super Saiyan Blue. Just call it Super Saiyan Blue. I'm just gonna call it Super Saiyan Blue. So they're already in the Super Saiyan Blue phase. I thought there was like build up to this first. I'm just going off of the anime, but I thought that there was actual build up to this. Maybe I just haven't watched the anime in a hot minute. Okay, I'm just gonna go off of this. If you're using Super Saiyan Blue, then I'll transform too. And then Goku transforms using Super Saiyan Blue.
Fine. Even if we're both Super Saiyan Blue, I will naturally be better because I am the strongest.
Heck no, my Super Saiyan Blue. And before he can say it... Oh wait, let me just say how it's supposed to be said. If you're using Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, then I'll transform too.
Fine. If we're both Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, I will naturally be better because I am the strongest.
Heck no, my Super Saiyan God Super... Ow! And Goku bites his tongue. I bit my tongue! Hey Vegeta, can we do something about the long name? And then Whis comes in and goes, how about Super Saiyan Blue? Blue? I told you both that you're not allowed to transform during this fight. You must do as I say in my training sessions. And then Goku's all like, but Vegeta! And then Whis says, aren't you being a little too cocky just because you defeated Golden Frieza? Huh? Hold up! I'm missing something. This is volume 1, right? Hold up! Wait a minute! Hold up! Hold up! Hold up just a cotton-picking minute right now! Blue was introduced with Resurrection of F, but are we dealing with the aftermath of Resurrection of F right now? Did we just skip over Frieza? I might actually be upset. I might actually be upset if they don't give me Frieza in this whole volume. I might actually be upset. I might actually be upset. Ain't no way. 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 There ain't no way you don't have the resurrection of Frieza in this volume. And you just skip to just having... First, what the heck? What? Ain't no way. You introduce Sorbet of the Frieza Force, and then we just cut to Goku and Vegeta training with Super Saiyan Blue after the whole incident with Frieza? I think I'm upset. I think I might be really upset. I actually might be upset. I actually might be upset that I'm getting denied the chance to revoice Frieza with Resurrection of F. Wow. I don't know about this. Okay, let me continue. Let me continue. Aren't you being a little too cocky just because you defeated Golden Frieza? There was an incident recently where Frieza, the Emperor of Terra who once threatened to destroy the universe, was resurrected and went to attack the Earth. After meeting with Beerus, Goku and Vegeta went to Whis for training. Their strength evolved into a power that surpassed even the God form, Super Saiyan Blue. Thanks to that, they were able to defeat the resurrected Frieza. There is no way that this series just sidelined the resurrection and return of Frieza, the introduction of Golden Frieza, and they basically just delegated it to exposition. Golden Frieza is canon. What? I don't know how I feel about this. I'm sorry, I didn't know that this was completely, the whole fight, the whole interaction with Frieza coming back was omitted in the manga. Let me continue. I'm upset. I am upset. I was looking forward to actually voicing Frieza in this volume, considering how fast we were going. But I can't even have the moment where he unleashes Golden Free. Okay. Whis then puts on big fat suits on Goku and Vegeta. Wow. Ugh. As punishment, you two must wear these very heavy suits. I can't move. Oh man, this is your fault, Vegeta. What did you say, Kakarot? Let's take this outside. And then it cuts to Whis eating some instant ramen, where Champa and his attendant land right behind them.
Who are those two? Your new apprentices? Long time no see, Whis.
How unusual. Didn't expect to see you here, Lord Champa. And this stops Vegeta and Goku from fighting one another in these big fat suits.
What's this? That guy kind of looks like Lord Beerus.
Yeah, and there's also a lady who looks like Whis. How may I help you?
Get Beerus out here.
He's resting, though. Anyways, just hold on a second. And then Goku just runs up to Champa and goes, Hey, who are you? You look like a fat version of Beerus. How rude. This right here is Beerus' twin brother, Lord Champa. His twin? Seriously? Choose your words carefully, sir. He is the god of destruction from Universe 6.
What? What? He's a god of destruction?
Hey, who's stronger, you or Beerus? And then his attendant goes, Don't bother yourself with such a question. Can't you tell just by looking at his body?
Vados?
Oh my! Excuse me, my lord. By the way, Whis and I are also siblings, although my power is slightly superior to his.
That's crazy!
Sounds like there's a lot of people stronger than us out there.
Why do you look so happy?
So, we get the name of Champa's attendant, Vados, sister of Whis. Sister, I must disagree with you with that. I must disagree with that. It's already been a millennium since we trained together. And Vados looks back and goes, would you like to prove yourself? And then Beerus comes in saying,
What's this about? Why are you even here? Did you come all the way here just to bicker? Been a while, Beerus. Now get ready. Time for a good old showdown.
a fight? And then it cuts to food being placed in front of Champa and Vados. And Champa hasn't ate Earth food before, so he's all like,
What's this? You just poured hot water into a cup. What the heck is this? Try it. It's my new discovery. Boiled Don bird egg. Its godly taste will leave you speechless.
hey, so this fight they're having now, is this about food? And then Whis says, correct. This is what happens when Lord Champa comes to visit us. What the heck? And here I was excited to see just what Lord Beerus is capable of. And then Beerus is eating the egg as Champa goes,
How's that? You must be stunned beyond words. This is proof that Universe 6 has the best food.
and then Beerus, knowing exactly what type of earthly cuisines he has to offer, goes,
Stop talking and just eat that, Champa.
and then both Champa and Vados eat the instant ramen.
How do you like that?
And both Champa and Vados are just scarfing down the instant ramen. And he chugs down the juice as well.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. To the point that you drank the broth too? Beerus, where did you get this from? From a planet called Earth. Earth? That's not the only delicious foods they have. I can't even begin to tell you how many tasty things that planet is filled with.
And then Champa says,
Vados! Our Universe 6 must have the exact same planet! Find it!
right away, sir.
What is this universe? What is this Universe 6 or whatever that you keep talking about?
And then Whis says, I may need some water because doing Vegeta's voice and all of these scraggly voices, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful that I don't lose it.
What is this Universe 6 or whatever you keep talking about?
Oh, have I not told you? There are 12 universes. There are 12 different universes in total. The one we live in is called Universe 7.
Universe 7? I've never heard of that.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that before. Lord Champa originally came from Universe 6. Universes 6 and 7 are almost exactly alike, much like identical twins. Things in these worlds are most likely two sides of the same coin. Additionally, universes 1 and 12, as well as 2 and 11, universes whose numbers add up to 13, are complementary to each other.
I've never heard of this before.
And then it shows Vados and Champa still looking for the Earth of their universe. Wait, I don't get it. Can you explain it one more time?
I'll explain it later.
My lord, I found planet Earth in Universe 6.
What? Is there really another Earth?
And then Goku doesn't say anything as Vados goes, however, this Earth unfortunately had a stupid war and humanity is now extinct.
What? Ha 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 ha! Too bad for you, Champa. Too bad there's no more Earthlings who can create super delicious meals on your side.
And then Goku goes, well, that's not too surprising. Our Earth has also faced destruction many times over. Vegeta almost destroyed it once, too.
Don't bring that up.
And then Champa growls as he goes,
Beerus, let's have a match. What? A match? What do you mean by that? I'm talking about a hand-to-hand fight. If I win, we switch universes. What's this? Between you and me? No, it has to be battles fought by chosen warriors from our universes. Let's say, how about a fight between groups of 5?
and this piques Beerus' interest and Goku's. I'm gonna go grab myself a water before my voice caves in, because I feel my throat. I feel my throat getting heavier and heavier. I gotta get a water. I'll be right back. I will not kill my voice because then it's gonna be even more difficult for me to be able to do these read-throughs for you guys. I'll be back. From now on, every time I read Dragon Ball, have some water with me so my throat doesn't dry out and I'm actually able to read. All right, back to it. Let me go back a little bit so we can continue with the continuity.
No, it has to be battles fought by chosen warriors from our universes. Let's say, how about a fight between groups of 5?
And this piques the interest of both Beerus and Goku.
One-on-one battles, and whoever wipes out the other team first, wins. We'll hold a Gods of Destruction Invitational Fighting Tournament.
And this excites Goku because this is what he loves. And Goku just goes, yes! And that's the end of chapter 5. And in the after image, it has like 2 members of the Frieza Force, including Sorbet, and Frieza still bound up in the cocoon because his own personal hell is him just in a field of flowers with cuddly animals and teddy bears serenading him with happy songs and thoughts of goodness for all eternity. Shame I couldn't get this in the volume! But guess I'll just have to wait until the Tournament of Power in order to voice Frieza. Chapter 6, Tournament Preparation. A long time ago. And it shows Champa and Beerus, I guess, fighting each other in space, going through an asteroid belt of a planet, with Champa screaming,
"How dare you, Beerus!"
And it shows him throwing blasts at Beerus, which Beerus dodges. And Champa is using his hands to direct these blasts to chase after Beerus. As he goes,
"You won't get away from me!"
And then Beerus is just flying in one direction, and then he just flies down to the planet. And he lands on the ground in front of a bunch of indigenous bird alien people, and he sees these blasts, and he bats them away instantly. And as he does this, Champa narrowly manages to... he narrowly hits Beerus. And the force of Champa landing on this planet and trying to kick into Beerus is enough to cause the entire planet to implode. And as they're flying away from just basically sparring and destroying a whole planet, they're still going at each other. And as Beerus lands on another planet, like it looks like a moon, he lands on it and Champa's right behind him. That moon explodes. So every place they've gone to they're basically destroying all of these planets that they keep flying towards. And they land on the remains of it as Champa goes,
"Beerus, how could you? That puff berry on top of the birthday cake? How dare you eat it before me?" "It's my birthday, idiot. Of course I ate it. It's my birthday too. Darn you!"
And then it shows Vados and Whis just on another piece of debris floating in space as Vados goes,
Oh dear. I thought the birthday cake would help them get along. Perhaps I was mistaken.
And then it cuts to Whis, who's looking at her, not believing a word she says, going, Sister, you did this on purpose, right? And then it shows Champa as he yells,
"Planet Smeets does make delicious cakes, but its greatest delicacy is its puff berry."
And then it shows Beerus and Champa fighting each other still, with Beerus going, You think I didn't know that? Planet Sweets exists in my universe. Oh wait, why did I call it Planet Smeets?
Planet Sweets does make delicious cakes, but its greatest delicacy is its puff berry.
And then Beerus says,
You think I didn't know that? Planet Sweets exists in my universe too. Wrong! The one in my universe is more delicious than yours.
And it still shows them trying to fight each other.
I don't care what happens to this universe anymore.
You took the words right out of my mouth. And before they could charge up blasts that could very well destroy the universe, I'm assuming, they both get knocked out by their attendants. Champa by Vados, Beerus by Whis. And they both fall unconscious. With Whis saying, "If both of you are so proud about your universe's food, why don't you just settle things with food fights from now on?"
We'll do that next time. I won't lose to you, Beerus.
Fair enough.
And then both of them are just unconscious. And that's what happened. Ever since then, their fights have been settled with food. Although this time it damaged Lord Champa's pride.
So that's what happened,
says Vegeta to Whis, with Champa saying,
After all, disputes are supposed to be settled with fists. You in?
a team battle with our choice of 5 warriors. I don't see what I get out of this. Besides, how do you even switch the Earths from one side to the other?
There are these things called wishing balls that I've spent decades collecting. They are intriguing orbs that can grant any wish. Switching our Earths will be easy. I have 6 of them so far. 1 more and it's a complete set. If your Universe 7 wins, I will hand over all 6 balls to you.
And then it cuts to Goku going, "Huh? Are you talking about the Dragon Balls?" And this surprises both Champa and Vados as Vados goes, "Oh, you're familiar with the Dragon Balls?"
How unfortunate. They also exist in our universe, idiot. Are you talking about the Namekian Dragon Balls?
Are you?
"Yeah, that's right," says Goku.
I knew it! Namekians took the fragments of the wishing balls long ago. These fragments are the balls you're familiar with. But there's a limit to wishes they can grant. Those fragments are the balls you're familiar with, but there's a limit to wishes they can grant. These real ones, however, are on a completely different level. Each of them is almost the size of a planet. They are so big they could be called wishing stars. They can grant any wish. They are like super Dragon Balls.
And then Beerus goes,
But there's still one of them missing, right? Then this whole thing is pointless.
And then Goku chimes in going, "That's not a problem. Bulma's radar can find it right away. Lord Beerus, please accept this challenge, I beg you," because he really just wants to fight.
Are you saying you want to fight this battle?
Of course I do.
What about you, Vegeta?
Well, I would, but... Okay, fine, let's do this.
And then he cuts to Champa, who says,
All right, let's start.
And then we have some narration.
The rules will be the same as the World Martial Arts Tournament. You lose either by giving up or being thrown out of the ring. Killing is against the rules. Using weapons and drugs is prohibited. Vegeta suggested that all fighters must take a brief paper test prior to the tournament.
You wouldn't want some bloodthirsty brain-dead monsters competing.
The tournament will be held on a nameless planet floating in the neutral zone. It will start at 10 a.m. in 1 solar week on the 8th sun in 5 Earth days. And Champa flies off with Vados going,
Don't get scared and run off now!
I should be saying that to you.
And then Vados says, "Lord Champa, are you really okay with this? If we lose, those wishing balls that you worked so hard to collect will be lost."
You saw those guys fight. This is gonna be a cakewalk.
And then it shows Vegeta and Goku getting out of those heavy suits that they were in. This is so exciting! Whew! That was so heavy! Hey, Beerus! There's got to be 5 of us, right? Who else are you planning to choose?
Well, let's see. Anybody you recommend?
Boo for sure, and Piccolo.
What about Gohan? It's obvious that he's got the greatest potential among us all.
Nah, he's way too into academics these days. He's even lost his training clothes.
Too bad. Who else do we have?
That's enough. I've already picked the last one.
Huh? Who?
I told you before, you're the 2nd strongest person I've ever encountered in my long history of fights.
Oh yeah, you did say that.
I'm choosing the strongest one.
Huh?
What?
Says both Goku and Vegeta. You're not talking about Whis, are you?
Of course not. Besides, Whis isn't allowed to participate.
And then Whis doesn't say anything. You hear that, Vegeta? This is crazy. I can't wait.
Must be nice to be carefree like you.
And then Beerus says,
Excellent. You two head back to Earth for now. Tell that stubborn Bulma girl to get ready to find the 7th wishing ball. Get it before the tournament. Listen, you and your friends must win this tournament no matter what. Whatever happens, we can't afford to lose to Universe 6. Do you understand?
come to think of it, doesn't make much of a difference to us even if we lose. All we gotta do is move to another universe along with the Earth.
What? If I see you slacking off, I will destroy all of you!
Don't worry. I get it. Whatever happens, I only have to fight as best I can, like always. Bye! Can you give us a ride, Whis? Of course. It's always a pleasure to visit Earth.
Jeez, these Saiyans will be the death of me.
Capsule Core! In order to find the last Super Dragon Ball, Goku asks Bulma to produce a new Dragon Radar. And it's a much bigger radar. It's done. This is your new Dragon Radar. Wow, that was quick. You're always amazing, Bulma. And Bulma says, hey, I was wondering, do you think there are Super Dragon Balls in our universe too?
That's right. In that case, we should start searching for the Dragon Balls in this universe first.
Then again, huh? Hey, Bulma, nothing's on the display. That's right. I'm not even getting a single reading. And then Piccolo is just in the background with them as he goes, what does this mean? Is it broken? And Bulma says, our location right now is on the edge of the universe. We can't search all of space from here. You should begin by either going to the center of the universe or moving from planet to planet. Why didn't you ask Whis for help?
Huh. I don't want to. I don't want to.
I'm worried. Oh, wait. Oh, it's Bulma who says, him? I don't want to. I'm worried because I have no idea what they'd use the Super Dragon Balls for. In that case... And then it cuts to Bulma getting on the phone, which confuses everyone. And then she says, hello? Hey, sis, is that you? Sis? And then it cuts to an island, and it cuts to apparently Bulma's sister. Huh? What do you need to know? Right, he was bragging about getting a new spaceship. I kind of remember him saying it only takes 50 minutes to get to Earth. Okay, I'll let him know. And then it cuts to 15 minutes later. Hey, I'm very busy with my duties, you know. I'm a member of an elite group. Stop calling me all the time for no reason. Hey, you. Any idea how to get to the center of the universe? I'm asking about the universe, not... Oh, and then it... Oh, yeah. Let me see. Who's saying this? Is this Bulma? I'm asking about the universe, not the I'm asking about the universe, not the galaxy. And then you say, you must be joking. A single galaxy is inexplicably huge. Do you even know how many galaxies there are in a universe? What makes you think somebody would know how to... Maybe we could ask Lord Zuno. Lord Zuno? Who's that? Lord Zuno is a mysterious man who knows everything in the universe. He even knows the pattern of a lady's panties without seeing them. And then Bulma says, you think he can help us find the Super Dragon Balls? I don't know what those are, but Lord Zuno would definitely know. Take us to him right now. I guess I have no choice, but there's only space for one more person in my spaceship. And then Bulma says, then I'll go alone. Okay, get in. And then Vegeta says,
hey, you! Don't you dare do anything weird to my Bulma.
And then here's the thing. 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 It doesn't even name Jocko at all! They don't even call Jocko by his name. Wait a minute. I'm trying to see. Did they say Jocko at all? Did they say Jocko at all? Did they say Jocko at all? His name is obscured on a book. That's it. They don't even address Jocko by name. They don't even say, hey, Jocko. They just say, hey, you. I think I might have been spoiled on the anime. Because what I would think would be actual introductions of characters are not even here. You would have to have seen the show to know this character's name beforehand. Okay, Psycho, good to see you. But we are on chapter 6. I believe we're on chapter 6. Yeah, we are on chapter 6. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I feel like some of these pages are missing something, mainly because the anime basically spoiled me. But Vegeta says,
Hey you, don't you dare do anything weird to my Bulma.
and then Chaco is there going like, huh? Me? Her?
Please.
And Bulma is upset and slaps him in the head. And she just says,
Just go already. I'll see you soon.
and Bulma and Chaco just head off. And then Goku just says, you know, we both have such strong wives, huh?
I guess, but I don't mind.
And then Vegeta says that,
But I don't mind.
and then Goku says, hey, don't forget that I love that part of Chi-Chi too.
That runs in our veins. All Saiyan women were strong.
Huh? And then Piccolo's like fully understanding why Goku and Vegeta have the wives they have. Because it's in the Saiyan blood to only go after women who are just as strong as them. If not physically, mentally and emotionally. Or just forceful in nature. And Piccolo's thinking like,
So that's what happened. I finally understand.
then it cuts to a space on a void in space on a planet with the Super Dragon Balls floating overhead. With, I guess, Champa saying,
We're gonna need restrooms. I want concession stands, too. Good, I think we have all we need.
and then Vados says, by the way, did you already decide on your 5 fighters? Those two guys we saw at
Beerus' place were most likely Saiyans. That means I need to choose some Saiyans, too.
And that is the end of chapter 6. Onwards to chapter 8, I believe there's only 8 chapters. No, there's 9. 9. Goku versus Botamo is the last one. We're almost done. We're on chapter 7, only 2 more chapters after this. And the ending page of chapter 6 is Goku thinking, oh yeah, maybe he did say that. And then it cuts to Beerus saying,
I forgot to tell you, you are the second strongest man I've ever fought. See ya.
and then that's what Goku remembered. Chapter 7, Warriors from Universe 6.
The members from Universe 7's team for Champa's tournament have been decided. Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Boo, and the strongest warrior Beerus has ever seen. Meanwhile, in order to find the last Super Dragon Ball, Bulma and Jocko.
It's not Chaco, it's Jocko. Why do we get Jocko's name after he's been introduced in the series? You would have to watch Resurrection of F in order to know he's Jocko first.
Meanwhile, in order to find the last Super Dragon Ball, Bulma and Jocko have gone to go meet Lord Zuno, a man who is said to know everything in the universe.
A battle against Universe 6. Super Dragon Balls? Even an elite such as myself has never heard of anything like this before.
And then Bulma says,
I've never heard of anything like this either. If that's true, then this tournament sounds really interesting. Do you mind if I go with you to see it? I'm sure that'll be fine. I heard that friends and relatives of the participants are welcome. You should bring your girlfriend with you. Huh? Don't tell me you were dumped again. Wrong. She told me that I just haven't found the right person yet. That's what girls always say when they want to break up. You really have no tact, huh?
Then we cut to Lord Zuno's planet, which looks like a place that you would see in Neo. Specifically Neo 2. Huh, peculiar.
Hi, we're here to ask Lord Zuno some questions.
And then they enter into an area, and it's a very daimyo-looking individual with a very, very wide face. And some of his attendants say, so you have questions, right?
Yes.
Please present your offering.
Offering? Allow me.
And then it cuts to Chaco, who walks up and kisses the dude on the cheek.
Since you are a man, I shall grant you one question.
Thank you, my lord. Behold how knowledgeable he is. Lord Zuno, please tell me how big this female earthling named Bulma's, Please tell me how big this female earthling named Bulma's boobs are.
They are 83.4 centimeters. They were once 87.2 centimeters, but they have shrunk and become pendulous.
And this insults Bulma as he goes,
How's that? Spot on, right?
and then Bulma goes, shut up, and slaps Jocko in the head. Then the attendant goes, the lady with the pendulous boobs over there, do you also wish to ask something?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Then present your offering.
Jeez.
And then Bulma gets up and kisses him on the cheek, and the guy blushes. Kind of blushes a little bit. I wouldn't even say he blushes, he just keeps the same face.
You are a woman, but you are middle-aged and not my type. I shall allow you to ask 3 questions.
Huh? What? This beauty right here is only allowed 2 more questions than this guy?
Correct.
That was 1 question. Please ask 2 more.
Huh? Seriously?
Hurry up!
Okay then, tell me everything about the Super Dragon Balls.
Says Bulma to Lord Zuno. And Lord Zuno explains in a big panel with big speech bubbles with a lot of text inside. As he goes,
Super Dragon Balls, also called Wishing Balls, were created by the dragon god Zalama in the year 41 of the sacred calendar. They are flawless perfect spheres, light yellow in color, with a diameter of 37,996,930, well, actually, I think it's just like 37,196.2204 kilometers. There are 7 of them shared between Universe 6 and 7. Each have a number of red star markings ranging from 1 to 7. These red star marks also face you no matter what angle you look at them from. This is due to a special Zalama original refractive structure patented by him in the year 42 of the sacred calendar. If you gather all 7 of these balls from the 2 universes and chant in the language of the gods, come forth the god of dragons, gimme what I want.
it does say gimme. Gimme, gimme.
If you gather all 7 of these all these balls from the 2 universes and chant in the language of the gods, come forth the god of dragons, gimme what I want, the dragon god will appear and grant you 1 wish. After your wish is granted, the Dragon Balls will scatter between the 2 universes, awaiting the next person with an unrealized dream to gather them.
And then Bulma is speechless at all this information and goes,
Huh? So there are 7 of them shared between both universes?
Correct.
with that question, your session is over.
Wait! About the chant you mentioned, give me what I want, do we seriously have to say such a stupid line?
I told you that your session is over.
And then Bulma just goes over and kisses him on the cheek with the attendant going, "You must stop, miss. You need to wait another year to ask more questions." And she tries kissing him on the cheek in order to get him to answer.
Oh, please, Lord Suno, darling, I have so many more things I want to ask you, honey.
And then time passes, and then it shows Chaco with Bulma flying through space again.
It's all your fault for asking a pointless question. We're returning to Earth with nothing.
Wait, Bulma says this.
It's all your fault for asking a pointless question. We're returning to Earth with nothing.
You're one to talk. You wasted 2 of your questions.
Well, at least we learned that there are 7 Super Dragon Balls in total between the universes. That counts for something. Now hurry up and take me home. Hurry up and take me home.
Rich people and their attitudes. Is it difficult to say please, sir? No wonder you have saggy boobs.
And then Jocko gets hit in the head in the middle of space as Bulma just pummels him. He goes, "Ouch!" Then it cuts to the roof of the lookout tower, ain't it? It's called the lookout tower, right? King Kai's lookout? Kai's lookout? I think it's Kai's lookout. Kai's lookout, and it shows Goku and Vegeta training. The room of spirit and time, the hyperbolic time chamber. Hey, what do you think?
About what?
The guys from Universe 6, do you think they're strong?
Of course they are.
What makes you think that?
That god of destruction, Champa. He proposed the tournament after seeing us train. He must have been confident.
Oh, I see, man. Man, you're smart. Oh, wait, he says, oh, I see. Man, you're always smart.
Who wouldn't be compared to you?
And as Goku and Vegeta are fighting, Goku says, there's gonna be 5, no 6 of them, including the guy who Lord Beerus was talking about. And we don't know anything about them. Isn't that exciting?
Stop acting like a kid. Act your age, darn it.
Oh, come on. You're the one who says Saiyans are still young until they hit their 80s.
I'm talking about your mental age.
Huh?
Enough talking already.
Saiyans are still young until they hit their 80s. So even though Goku is well into his 50s right now, they're no longer considered young when they hit their 80s. So before you had the Viltrumites from Invincible, you had Saiyans. Oh, y'all need to stop.
Enough talking already.
And then Vegeta goes into his Saiyan form, and Goku flexes his gloves, and he goes, I see. And they both go into, I want to say they go into Super Saiyan Blue, because otherwise their hair would just be one color and not colored differently. So they go into Super Saiyan Blue, as Goku says, this place isn't going to break if we go on a rampage. All right, let's go all out, just like old times. And they both get their classic poses ready, and they rush each other, and they clash in the hyperbolic time chamber.
That all you got, Kakarot?
I'm just getting started, Vegeta.
Goku and Vegeta continued their training in the new room of spirit and time for 3 days, which means they trained for 3 years. And finally, the day of the tournament, the warriors and their friends departed from Earth to the venue in Whis' spaceship.
What? There are 7 total Super Dragon Balls shared between Universe 7 and 6? So that means that bastard Champa sneaked onto our side and stole some of the balls behind my back. That's an inexcusable breach of territory.
And then Bulma says to Beerus, that's exactly what it is. Thanks to that, it made it twice as hard to find the remaining one. And everyone is traveling along with Beerus and company. You see Yamcha, you see Chi-Chi, Roshi, Trunks, Dende, Gotenks, Bulma's mom and dad, Boo, Tien, Marin, 18, Krillin, and of course their usual crew as well. And then it cuts to Mei Lin. It cuts to Mei. Why not call her Mei Lin? It cuts to Mei, who's there with Pilaf, and he goes,
Lord Pilaf, what are those Super Dragon Ball things they're talking about?
what's so super about them? Are they that big? Says the dog dude. I forget his name. And then Lord Pilaf says,
He couldn't be that they are as big as watermelons.
oh, and then Goku looks at all of them and goes, yo, Videl, where's Gohan? He couldn't come with us. He said there's an important academic conference today.
Oh, Gohan, you. Kakarot, who the heck is that? You know him?
And then it shows a person standing out on their own, just casually. And then just by himself in like a onesie with white shoes. And Whis says, his name is Monaka. He's the strongest warrior Lord Beerus told you about. Monaka?
He doesn't seem that strong though, does he?
And then Piccolo goes,
remember, it's that type of fighter you can't let your guard down around.
And then Whis says, apparently Monaka in his language means the magnificent Ponta. Mr. Monaka is a hero on the of the planet Wagashi. He's known for being very quiet and gentlemanly. But when he fights, he's so brave that even Lord Beerus found it difficult to fight him. Really? I'm Goku. Nice to meet you. And then Monaka just says, yes. Hey man, that magnificent Ponta sounds legit. What's Ponta mean anyway? It means nipples. Huh? It's because I have these gigantic nipples. And it's like, it's sticking through his shirt. Okay, I see. And then Beerus goes,
Perhaps you shouldn't have asked.
yeah. Not connected to the reading session, but you just finished Game of Thrones, and yeah, Season 8 is awful. Ramil, I could dedicate an entire different stream to just talking about how awful Season 8 is and how it basically ruined every bit of character development over years. Over so many years for Game of Thrones. Season 8 just took everything that we adored and just decided we're going to wrap this up in the worst way possible. Yeah. Season 8 of Game of Thrones is absolute garbage. It is garbage television. It wastes it literally years of buildup to see a meaningful conclusion and nothing of value. Literally. It's dumb. It's dumb, Ramil. But back to it.
Perhaps you shouldn't have asked.
Yeah. Hey, who farted just now? And then it cuts to Boo going, Hercule, I'm hungry.
And then Chi-Chi goes,
Oh, I thought you would be, so I brought you some lunch.
Wow, thank Miss Chi-Chi, thanks.
Leave it to Goku to ask the dumbest questions. I mean, if it has nothing to do with fighting, don't expect him to really think it through. And then it cuts to some alien, the squid creature with a crown on his head as he goes, Hey, Jocko.
Yes, Galactic King, sir?
What's this? Why am I not standing out at all?
My apologies, these people aren't acquainted not only with the God of Destruction, but along with the Lords of Worlds. They don't find you so unique, it seems.
And then we got Krillin who says,
We still got a long ways to go. Let's kill some time with the word game where you start a word with the last letter of the word before yours.
And then it cuts to Marin who says,
Bald!
And then 18 goes, drill. And then, what is his name? Something long. Fulong, the pig guy. He says, lamp. And then Roshi goes, panties. And then, Jocko goes, swing. And then Galactic King goes, Galactic King. And then Videl goes, grenade. And Chi-Chi goes,
depraved old codger.
Depraved old codge. And it shows Master Roshi right behind Chi-Chi. And then it cuts to Whis who says, Jill?
Huh? What's a Jill? Says Goku.
Oolong, thank you. I knew it was something with a long in it. I forgot Oolong's name. You would think I remember it after seeing recent videos of Dragon Ball Breakers. It is Oolong. Oolong is the one who says lamp. But Whis says Jill. And Goku says, huh?
What's a Jill?
It's the name of a bird from my home planet.
I see.
Next one starts with and then Krillin says,
next one starts with L.
House sit.
That's not an L, Lord Beerus. And then Beerus says, house sit.
That's not an L, Lord Beerus, you lost.
Ugh, darn it.
It took them 35 minutes to go from planet Earth to Beerus's planet. Then they spent another 2 hours and 10 minutes going to the nameless star where the tournament would take place.
That's it! That's the star! Those are the Super Dragon Balls? So huge! And then May says, they're way bigger than a watermelon, Lord Pilaf. Or Mini Roshi. And then Pilaf is like, wow! And then they land inside of the tournament area. With Whis saying, here we are, everyone. We finally arrived. And then Champa says,
how wonderful that you didn't run away.
Champa, I heard you stole some of the Super Dragon Balls from my universe behind my back.
I thought it wouldn't be a nice problem since you had no idea they even existed.
Well, I'll let you off the hook since you're my brother. I'm going to win in the end anyways.
And then Champa says,
you better start preparing for your defeat.
And then Goku goes, it's been a while. Isn't that Kaio?
Isn't that Kaioshin?
Basically, Supreme Kai.
Hello, Goku. Nice to see you again. Huh? Why are you guys separated? We asked the Namekians to separate us with their Dragon Balls. I see. Huh? You know, it was a bit weird after all.
And then it cuts to Goku seeing a different Supreme Kais. And he goes, "Hey, could it be, are you guys the Lord of Lords from Universe 6?
Well, yes, we are.
So I was right. Nice to meet you."
And then Whis says, "Goku, we're starting the paper test."
Oh, yeah, right.
All right, see you later. And then it cuts to Goku running off. And then it cuts to the Supreme Kais of Champa's universe asking old Kai, going, you have a human friend?
Well, it's a long story.
Have you ever considered doing an audiobook channel? I think it would really help your voice acting. Plus, I'd love to hear your different voices for something like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones. I never thought about doing like a separate channel where it's just specifically voice acting. Like, I have the majority of my voice acting stuff here. Like, I got it in a playlist, but I never thought of creating another channel that is just distinctly voice acting. Because the only thing that's keeping me from making stuff like different channels like that, like Kyushu 92 2.0 or Kyushu's voice acting channel and stuff like that, is just simply the flip-flopping back and forth between the two. That's the thing. That's the only thing. If I were to figure out how to do it and make it seamless and it not be too much of a hassle, then I would consider it. But as it stands right now, I don't currently have plans. But it's something that I may look into for the new year. At the very least, I'll try and see if it could be something. If I have the time. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But it's good to see you, Shonen Sensei. Then Piccolo and Vegeta walk up towards the top of the tournament area, and they see other people walking up there as well. And we get a whole crew of people from Universe 6. I recognize the vast majority of them, such as our favorite hitman who likes to make the donuts, another Saiyan, and an individual who would run into another one. In fact, Amazon could hire you for Audible as the manga reader. Possibly. Maybe. Hey, I'm always looking for new. It'll consume a lot of your time. Yeah, that's the thing. Because, sure, I could make another channel, but I also dedicate a lot of time to doing, gaming stuff as well. And that takes up a lot of time, especially if I'm doing, like, regular video playthroughs like I did with God of War. That took a considerable amount of time for me to have it all uploaded and record through, and that would take time. It's not a matter of it's possible, it's just the time constraint. That's the only thing. Because there's not a question of me being able to do it, it's just the time necessary to make sure it can be always updated at every given moment. Well, as much as needed. It's the time constraint. Because things are about to get a lot more busy in my house. And you guys will know this week. I will show you this week. So things are about to get a lot more busy. And it's just like, it's the time constraint. It's no longer a matter of whether I have a shift that takes over and I have to sideline a lot of the stuff that I love to do. It's just the time within a day or throughout a week that concerns me. That's the only thing. But it's not a question of whether I can do it. I know I can do it. It's just the time. But seeing these fighters from Universe 6 standing in front of Goku and company, and Goku goes, "Hey, that guy looks familiar. Frieza?" And then this Frieza-looking individual kind of glances at them. And that's the end of Chapter 7. And it shows a footnote where apparently Goku was trying to test and see how strong Monaka was and wound up punching him into the face. You could make it a monthly video where you read a book or light novel. I think the monthly format would be less pressure while still being consistent. That's interesting. Not a bad idea. I'll keep it in mind, Sensei. I'll keep it in mind. I'll definitely keep it in mind. It just depends on how things continue here. Not saying that things are not going well here, but it just depends. It really does depend. It really does. Yeah, it does depend. Chapter 8, the battle begins. There's so much things to consider because now that I have so much time on my hands, I can just think about how much more I want to be able to be a more accessible channel to you guys, more entertaining guy for all of you, while also doing what I love to do at the same time. So I'm looking forward to discovering these new things during this month and going into the brand new year. So yeah, a lot of things to consider. Chapter 8, the battle begins. Vados then begins by telling everyone after they're finished with the writing tests, well, before the test even starts, as she goes, "Everybody, please be seated. The test will begin momentarily," with Champa and his people and Beerus and his people. And then Goku looks at this Frieza-looking individual who just sits down. And Goku goes, "So he's not Frieza?" And Piccolo says, "He seems different. I don't get a ferocious vibe from him." And then it shows like a big robot sitting down on a chair as well. And as Goku goes, "What? There's even someone like that here? You think he's human? He looks like a robot." And then we have this one individual who looks at both Goku and Vegeta as he goes, "Could it be? Excuse me, are you two Saiyans?"
Good call, kid. Are there Saiyans on your side too?
"Yes, I am also a Saiyan." And this surprises both Goku and Vegeta because they don't know many Saiyans, aside from their sons.
What? For real? I knew it! Your outfit, it resembles the old Saiyan style before the Saiyans were forced into Frieza's army.
Frieza's army?
What's the name of the Saiyan planet on your side?
Planet Salda.
What? Salda still exists there?
It doesn't on your side?
Yeah, Salda fell after a civil war broke out. We conquered another planet and named it Vegeta, but that planet was also lost.
It sounds very different from ours. Hey, what happened to your tail? I heard we used to have them, but not anymore.
Are your Saiyans also a warring race?
Yes, but we don't try to conquer the other planets. Our job is to work for clients, mostly to get rid of bad guys. You guys sound like good people. Nothing like us at all. And then Vados says, "You there, take your seats. We're about to start." Because Goku, Vegeta, and this dude are the only ones who have not sat down yet. And then Vegeta says,
"Please allow me to visit Sadla one day."
I don't know why I call it Salda. It's Sadla.
"Please allow me to visit Sadla one day. And don't worry, we don't take over other planets anymore."
"Sure, you will always be welcomed.
But remember, I'm not going easy on you during our fight."
"Yes, sir. Me either." And then Vados chimes in saying, "All right, let's begin. The test has only 10 questions. It's to make sure you're minimally intelligent. You have 10 minutes to complete the test. You'll pass with a minimum score of 50 points." And then it just cuts to everyone writing down on the test, with Boo and Goku being the only ones who are not actually doing anything on the test, and they're just messing with it. Like Goku has like a pencil on his lip, and Boo is just looking at it like,
Boo don't know what paper is! What is this in front of Boo?
Like he's looking like that. Mr. Poro is shopping at a store and purchases 13 croquettes. And then Boo is like thinking, while Goku continues as he goes, but he meets 3 of his friends on the way home and gives 2 to each of them. "You there, be quiet." And Goku is literally so bad at math, he has to count on his fingers. Like, I do it sometimes for comedic effect, but Goku literally has to rely on counting on his fingers in order to get these math problems right. He doesn't have an education. He's never been to school. All he's ever known from a very young age is fighting. That's it.
Then, 10 minutes later.
"Here are your test results. Majin Buu, you are the only person who is disqualified." And this shocks everyone.
Say what?
"He won't be allowed to participate. The rest of you, please move on to the participant seating area."
What the heck is wrong with you, Boo? Even your name is wrong.
Shut up! I've never done anything like this before.
And then Vegeta's still all like,
This is bad. Now it's just the 4 of us.
you're the one who made this rule.
Ah, darn it.
Thanks to you, I almost got myself kicked out too. And it shows that Goku was actually able to get like a minimum points of 50. So he did something right. And this upsets Beerus as he goes,
What in the world are you idiots doing?
it can't be helped, right?
Enough already. Just aside your order. Don't forget Monaka has to be the last because he's the strongest.
And then it cuts to Goku as he goes, oh man, I'm going first. And Piccolo says, I'm second. And Vegeta says,
Third.
and then Beerus says,
That'll do.
I wish I could watch the other matches. Don't go easy on them. No way. You sure about this though? Maybe it'll end with me. And then both Piccolo just goes like, that's the Goku I know. And then Vegeta's all like,
Kakarot thinking that he could be the one to win this whole tournament.
and then we get an announcer. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now starting the Universe 6 versus 7 Gods of Destruction Invitational Fighting Tournament. We'll begin with the Universe Anthem. And then everyone is curious. Reason why Vegeta is better than Goku, because he's educated. Plus, he's also a great father. He's actually a good father. Because when it comes to Goku being a father, he's all like, yeah, I got a son. Can he fight? Not all that good. Okay, I'm going to go train. He's like, Gohan has the greatest... I am spitting so much out from when I'm saying stuff. I need to stop. Gohan is decided to focus on being an intellectual rather than be a warrior like his father, even though he has the greatest potential out of all of the Z fighters. And Goku can only think of like, yeah, he's my son, but I wish he would fight. And it's not like, you can't just be happy your son is actually choosing a life pattern that he wants to do. Like, how many times has Goku died and missed out on raising his kids? The reason why people choose Piccolo to be Gohan's dad is because Piccolo actually raised Gohan. The entire time that Piccolo was raising Gohan, Goku was dead. Because he's not above allowing himself to die to take out an opponent, regardless of what it means for everyone else who's close to him, including his own family. Lord Jesus, this man. We'll begin with the Universe Anthem, and everyone is watching as this sort of penguin-looking creature walks up to the stand as Bulma says, huh? What's that? And then the announcer bows to this person. Both Whis and Beerus stand at attention. And then this creature gets a microphone and sings, our universe is so huge. And then he bows and walks off. I forgot that was their anthem. I forgot that was their anthem. That's why when Piccolo got hurt, Gohan got a new form. Goku has never kissed Chi-Chi, you know, and do I even need to say Vegeta's case with Bulma? Well, here's the thing. No, you don't need to say it, because the fact that they have a daughter now, along with Trunks, means that Vegeta is more in tune with the people he's around than even Goku. Goku is in tune with fighting. If fighting was his wife, he'd probably be a better father. But it's not. So that's why he's not. But the dude sings, and then he walks off, and everyone starts clapping for him. At least the people who have heard this theme before. And the announcer goes, thank you very much for the performance. And everyone from Earth is all like, that was it? Now, let the fights begin! Our first fighters are Botamo from Universe 6. Go Botamo! I said Botama. It is Botamo. Botamo. Basically the Winnie the Pooh looking creature from the anime. Botamo from Universe 6. Go Botamo! And Goku from Universe 7. Goku, you can do it! Get him! And everyone is cheering for him there. And then Beerus goes,
Good luck. Yeah, that's Saiyan. It's the guy I saw at Beerus's place.
and then Vados lifts her staff, and the area where Botamo and Goku are in, it envelops them in a barrier so that they can just fight in there without anything happening to the people on the outside. Goku bows to Botamo. Botamo bows to him. And the announcer goes, begin! And Botamo bum rushes Goku, with Goku barely able to dodge a punch from him. And he's just steadily smiling all around, and Botamo is launching punches at Goku as he's doing his best to dodge all of them. And then a punch appears directly in front of Goku's chest and sends him flying to the other end. Sends him flying to the other end of the ring, and he manages to right himself before he falls off the end. And Goku goes, whew.
What's wrong, Goku?
I just ate too much. Let me do some quick exercises.
Huh?
Goes Champa, and everyone's looking confused as Goku is actually doing some quick exercises around the ring to work off all the food that he just ate. And he starts moving so fast that Botamo is suddenly not able to keep up with him. Yup, definitely about to rewatch Super just because. Oh yeah, I might have to rewatch through Super myself after I finish fully catching up to the English dub of One Piece. I'm currently getting closer. I'm currently on the filler arc before they get to Whole Cake Island, where they have to go to this army base to replenish the food that Luffy just ate through. So yeah, I've been keeping busy keeping up with my anime. But Goku starts moving so fast that Botamo's not able to grab him. And then Botamo starts shooting blasts out of his ears that Goku is just ignoring as Goku is doing all of his exercises. He's just running around the ring, and Botamo's not even able to keep up with him. And then he does some stretches, and he says, okay, I'm good now. And then it cuts to Botamo, who gets up behind him and goes, Dah! And he launches at Goku, who smiles at him. Then all of a sudden, Botamo gets hit with something that sends him flying back, but we don't see the punch. And this even surprises Champa, as he's wondering, like, huh? What just happened? And then it shows Botamo launching at Goku again, confused. There's an impact, and then Botamo goes flying and bounces off, and goes flying and bounces off the ring. And everyone is wondering, like, and Krillin says, I can't even see Goku's movements. And Tien says, he's most likely attacking very quickly. And then Vados says, to think he's this fast. And Botamo tries to hit Goku, but Goku is literally moving so fast that you see, are you watching Chainsaw Man? Yes, and episode 6 was absolutely disgusting. No, wait, was that episode 7? I think that was episode 7. Episode 7 was absolutely disgusting, and episode 8, I did not think that was going to happen during the episode, and that had my mouth held open the same way the Red Wedding did during Game of Thrones. Because of everything that basically just happened in episode 8 of Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man is very good. It's very good. But I did not expect what happened in episode 8. I won't mention it just in case no one has seen that yet. But Goku is moving so fast that you see him putting his hand down after he hit Botamo. And Botamo keeps getting launched around to the point where he's almost knocked out of the ring. And then Oolong goes, that's it, Goku! And then Champa is getting upset as he goes,
he's really good. That was unexpected. However, Botamo is just getting started.
Then Botamo gets up and he has like a sinister look on his face. Almost Frieza-like. And then Goku is surprised as that's the end of the chapter. And then apparently the robot that was taking this test, he also got a 50 just like Goku did. And I guess he's upset that he didn't get a higher score. Now we cut to chapter 9, Goku versus Botamo. I did say chapter 8. We did do chapter 8, correct? Yeah, chapter 8, the battle begins. Last chapter. This is the last chapter. Chapter 9, Goku versus Botamo. And Botamo gets back up as Goku goes,
You.
And Botamo launches at him. And as he tries to punch Goku, Goku grabs his arm and flips him over, and he pulls on Botamo's arm and proceeds to barrage his face with punches. Then he proceeds to hit all over Botamo so fast that you can't even see him. You just see the impacts of where Goku is hitting him. And Yamcha goes, "Look at Goku, he's totally winning." And Tien says, "Yeah, he's not giving his opponent a chance to fight back." And then it cuts to him holding onto Botamo and using his stretchy arm to pull him back to him and punch him, pull him back to him and punch him. Kind of like one of those, like having a short, small helium balloon on a string and then you just hit it real fast on your fist real hard. And he keeps doing that and he kicks away Botamo, who goes bouncing around the ring. But then Botamo rights himself and lands back on his feet, completely unfazed apparently. Huh, that didn't even faze you, huh? Well then, how about this? Ha! And he blasts in the direction of Botamo, who launches into the air. And then Krillin says, "Wow, did that do it?" And Botamo, who's flying and sailing through the air, rights himself on his feet again. And Chi-Chi, Bulma, and Videl are all like,
What? Who is that guy?
and Master Roshi says,
That guy, he doesn't take damage or lose any energy.
and Goku goes, "What should I do?" And Champa says,
Good.
and Beerus is getting upset. He goes, "Ugh." And it shows Goku and Botamo fighting in the background as Piccolo says, "This is bad. At this rate, Goku's just going to tire out." And Vegeta says,
In terms of power, Kakarot is definitely stronger, but he has no chance of winning if he can't inflict any damage on his opponent.
and Krillin says,
Goku will be fine. He hasn't even gone Super Saiyan yet. Super Saiyan may not be enough to inflict damage on this guy,
says Vegeta. And Krillin's all like,
No way!
and Goku is punching, but nothing is happening because his punches are getting absorbed. They're not doing damage to Botamo. They're getting absorbed into his body.
Darn it! His only choice is to bet everything on an all-out attack. The stakes,
And, well, this is Piccolo who's saying this. His only choice is to bet everything on an all-out attack. The stakes are high.
I didn't expect him to use his full power this early on.
Looks like he won't be able to save any energy for the following battles.
And then Goku looks at Botamo, who's just completely unfazed and unscratched at all, as he goes,
I got it! Now, let's see.
Please work.
And then Goku just looks at Botamo, who's confused, and he goes, and he just pushes over Botamo. He just like tips him over, just casually tips him over. And both Goku and both Piccolo and Vegeta, Whis and Beerus are all like,
Huh?
and then Botamo goes,
What? This is pointless.
and then it cuts to Krillin saying, "Goku, what are you?" And then Goku grabs Botamo by the legs and drags him. If only Goku doesn't have his hobby of holding back, he can literally win against the entire Universe 6 team except Hit. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the reason why so much misfortune has come to the planet, because Goku likes the thrill of battle. He doesn't like to end fights. He likes to enjoy fights, even if it means putting anyone else's life, including entire worlds and universes, in peril. Hence, the Tournament of Power. Just go Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan God and win against a dude. No, that's too easy. And seeing as how Vegeta and Goku are very prideful fighters, they don't like to end fights just instantly. They would rather drag a fight out and see how strong an opponent is. They want to fight strong opponents. They don't want to fight strong opponents and then just end the fight. They want to see what all their opponents have, regardless of the circumstances and effects it has on everything else and everyone else around them. They just want to have a good fight. That's it. They could easily wipe the floor with so many of their opponents, but they rather have fun with it and endanger the world, as they've done dozens of times over. That's what Saiyans do. Can you imagine what Goku would be like if he didn't bust his head when he landed on Earth? Can you imagine how much more... Could he actually be a lot more dangerous than Vegeta? A lot more scary than Vegeta? Can you imagine a Goku whose mind is not altered? Don't worry, I understand Vegeta, but Goku is a huge no for me. Like, Goku just does it because he finds it fun and entertaining. He doesn't think of the moral choices of it all. He's just a person that lives on a planet that just likes to fight. Let me get back to it, because this is the last chapter. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. It's already been like 2 hours. I gotta go out, get some stuff, eat food, and then prepare for Callisto Protocol tomorrow. Okay, so I know I said that I would do every single one. I think I ought to be fine. I was thinking about my throat and thinking like, maybe I shouldn't do Dragon Ball Super every day. I know for a fact that I can get through the entire current series as it is before this month is over, but I'm just thinking, depending on how I feel after I do this session and how my body feels after, like, the next day, it may change the days I actually do Dragon Ball Super, depending. Chainsaw Man is definitely good, a bit overrated, but overall a great show, especially the Makima Factor, Best Girl Power, and in Kobeni's car. Read Chainsaw Man later. I'll probably read it on my own time because there's a lot of there's quite a bit of subject matter that I feel like, there's some subject matter in there that I maybe don't want to address on the channel as a whole, even though I played through Cyberpunk Live and that had like a ton of stuff in it. I don't know. Maybe I'll do Chainsaw Man on the chain later. Don't hold me to it, but I might end up reading it on my own time and then we can talk about it then, but I probably won't just read it as a series on the channel. I don't know. I probably won't. But Goku grabs Botamo by his legs and flips him over. Turles, that's who we would have gotten if he didn't bump his head. Yeah. Goku grabs him by the legs and starts to drag him towards the ring, and Botamo tries shooting blasts at Goku, who just dodges it. Mind you, he's dragging Botamo by the legs, and Botamo's behind him shooting him, and Goku is using his observation haki. Haki does not exist in Dragon Ball, let me correct that. He just uses his haki to just basically dodge it while he drags Botamo off to the edge of the arena. And then he drops his legs, and then Botamo goes, jerk! And then Goku grabs Botamo's arm. Vegeta only ended the fight quickly if they get him mad enough. That's it. But when it comes to the Saiyan pride, they live for the thrill of battle. But Goku grabs Botamo's arm and flips him over his shoulder and throws him out of the ring. He just throws him out of the ring. Just shoulder throws him out of the ring, which surprises everybody. Because they didn't think that Goku was going to drag him out to the ring and just casually toss him out. And then this surprises both Piccolo and Vegeta, and the announcer can't say anything. Champa surprised, Botamo surprised, and the announcer goes, Botamo is out of the ring! The winner is Son Goku of Universe 7! And then everyone starts cheering, fanfare, fanfare, praise, praise, yay, yay! And then Piccolo's is saying, I see. And Vegeta says, why didn't I think of that? And Beerus says, I wasn't expecting him to use his brain to get out of that. True, there was no other option besides throwing him onto the ring. Well done. And then Goku just puts up the peace sign and he's happy and everyone's cheering for him. Yeah! And then Champa's mad at Botamo as he goes, how dare he? As Botamo walks sulkingly back to Universe's 6 side. Then it shows Champa speaking to the individual who looks like Frieza. And then we get that same individual with the long cloak sitting right next to the Saiyan that spoke to Goku and Vegeta earlier. And Goku just glares at him, silently. Then the announcer goes, now, the next opponent from Universe 6 to fight Goku is Frost! Which is the name of the Frieza race individual that we've seen before, with Piccolo saying,
One down, and here comes another one already. This won't be easy.
And then Vegeta says,
So he's next.
and then Frost walks up, and everyone else is just thinking of Frieza as Tien goes, is he Frieza from Universe 6?
If he is, it's gonna be tough,
Says Master Roshi, and then we see the face of Frost, and he stands in front of Goku, and he smiles. And Frost says,
It's nice to meet you.
Frieza variant. Yeah, it's a Frieza variant. I hope we don't have the Time Force. What is it? The Time Police? The Time Police coming after this variant since he exists. But Frost says,
It's nice to meet you.
What?
Yeah, you too. Let's give it our all for this fight.
And then Krillin goes,
What's this? He's nothing like the Frieza from our side.
and Bulma goes,
He's really gentlemanly. That's good.
TVA. Thank you, Ramil. Thank you. It's been so long since I've seen Loki. What are they doing with that show? And then Frost prepares to fight. Goku prepares to fight. And then the announcer says, let the second match begin! And then Time Patrol. Time Patrol. Time Patrol. I was thinking of, when I said Time Force, I was immediately thinking of Power Rangers Time Force. But Frost rushes Goku, and they clash with each other. And they're smiling, and they're enjoying the bouts a little bit. And then it keeps going, and they keep barraging each other and hitting each other and exchanging blows with Master Roshi going,
What a fierce exchange of blows. It's so fast, I can't see what's going on.
And then it cuts to Goku, who manages to kick Frost in the face and kick him away, but then Frost lands and immediately rushes Goku, and he rushes past him, but uses his leg to grab onto Goku to trip him up. And he tries to hit Goku, but Goku blocks it, but then Goku gets sent flying backwards. And Frost chases after Goku, who's still flying, and just barrages him with punches. And then Frost goes, "Ah!" and misses because Goku shifts away, like he moves so fast that he's no longer in the place where Frost actually punches, and he punches into the ground, causing a crater to be thrown in the air. Then some debris flies in the direction of Whis and Beerus, and without batting an eye, Whis puts his finger up and touches every single piece of debris that was flying in front of both him and Beerus, and it just disappears. It's like him tapping it just evaporates it before it even hits them. And all you see is just like the dust of it falling in front of them. It didn't even touch them. And Frost flies off with Whis saying, they're both trying to hide their skills.
Absurd, just finish it already.
And then it shows Frost and Goku clashing with each other repeatedly over and over until the point where they are starting to move so fast that not even Roshi and everyone else on the Universe 7 side is able to keep up with them. With Krillin saying, they disappeared again. And Roshi says,
it's too fast to keep up with.
And all you just see is just after images and the explosions of when they clash with one another in the air. Then Goku gets dangerously close to hitting Frost in the face, and he sees this. And then they start to shift away in such speed that both Champa and Vados are the only ones, along with Whis and Beerus, because they're pretty much the strongest people here in this group. They all immediately glance in the direction of where they end up, and they shift right where Vados and Champa are looking. Then Goku shifts out of space, and then Frost shifts out of space, and then it shows Frost as Goku is preparing to bring down a double-fisted overhead smash on Frost, and Frost braces for it, but Goku feints. Not faints as F-A-I-N-T, F-E-I-N-T. He fakes it, and then he goes for Frost in his stomach and manages to actually land a blow in his stomach. And at that same moment, he kicks away Frost, sending him skidding across the platform. And he goes, just like I thought. What? You're trying to gauge what I'm capable of. No way, how could I possibly do that? Just transform to your final form already. And then Frost doesn't say anything, and Goku says, your plan is to transform little by little depending on how your opponent reacts, right?
How did you know?
In our universe, I once fought a guy who looked exactly like you.
I see. So that's what it was.
If you take too much time, you'll lose before you have the chance to go all out.
I appreciate your advice. Then allow me to fight you with my final form.
And then, not gonna lie, when the fight between Frost and Goku happened, I was hoping they'll make Frost's final form be, like, cooler, so it'd be different from Frieza, but no, we got Walmart Frieza. Like,
Mom, I want to be Frieza at the house. I want to play Frieza.
we got Frieza at the house, and you get Frost. But then Frost starts to transform as he goes like, you know, the screaming transformation. There's never a transformation where they just transform and they don't yell. Everyone has to yell, because either it's very painful or it psychs them into transforming. Is it ever explained why they yell? Are they screaming in pain, or are they screaming because they're, like, psyching themselves all like, come on, I gotta transform. Ah! Like, what is the purpose? But he transforms, and parts of him get longer and bigger, and then his head gets bigger, and he basically just turns into the third form that Frieza had. And this confuses Goku, and then Goku goes,
that guy, that's his final form. He's lying.
And then Krillin goes, this is the first time Goku's seen that form. He wasn't there last time.
That form brings back bad memories,
says Piccolo. And then Champa goes, huh. And then Frost goes,
are you satisfied now?
I guess. It looks different from the final form I know.
Just out of curiosity, did the me from your universe manage to defeat you?
You're better off not knowing.
Looks like he didn't. I hope that's not what's going to happen to me.
Same here. Let's do this.
After you.
And then both Frost and Goku continue their clash, with Vados and Champa watching on, with Champa going,
that's it. Frost is one step ahead.
Of course, he's the strongest warrior in our universe.
And then Kai from Universe 6 goes, oh goodness, looks like that Frost guy from our universe is overwhelming your warrior. And then old Kai says,
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
And then Frost uses the same two-fingered death beam move, but it's not really a death beam. But he shoots it at Goku, and there's like a little sight of blood, just a little bit, and Goku gets knocked to the ground. And then Frost lands and goes,
how was that? I suggest you give up before you get severely injured.
And then Goku gets up and he blinks and he goes, hup, and he gets on his feet, shocking Frost, and goes,
whew, I'm finally awake. Thanks. What?
I'm a bit of a slow starter. But by the way, you're still hiding your final form, right? Are you saving it for the following fights? You're so sneaky.
Sneaky, you say?
Yeah, you're just like me. And then Goku goes Super Saiyan.
Huh?
And then Champa, seeing this for the first time, goes,
what? He's a Saiyan, right?
It appears he's no ordinary Saiyan.
And then the Kais from Universe 6 and pretty much everyone else from Universe 6 are surprised to see a Super Saiyan. And goes, what? What is that? And Goku goes, you sure? I believe they yell because it's kind of painful, because they need to make their powers key from inside their body come out from their every part of body. I just saw this somewhere. Don't know if it's legit. It's just like, I just wonder sometimes. Are they screaming in order to psych themselves out and ignore the pain of their bodies physically transforming? Specifically, people like Frieza, whose entire body changes. So it just makes me wonder. I just wonder. I might look that up. But Goku goes, you sure you still want to continue like that? I'm warning you. I'll finish this now. And then Goku rushes Frost and he goes, ha! And then he charges up and transforms, and then we get Frost in his final form. Just as I thought. That's the form I'm familiar with. To be continued, everybody. And then it cuts to Krillin, whose heart is throbbing, as he goes,
good. He's not transforming into that form.
which is the big muscular form with the big horns that Krillin was impaled on during the Planet Namek arc. Also, that third form of Frieza or Frost is just a ripoff of the Xenomorphs. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. It is. And then it cuts to, what is this? Dragon Ball Super, a great preview by Toyo Taro. Champa, the mysterious character. The beginning of a new battle. And then it cuts to... Champa, and there's like a tube in the back of Champa that Goku notices, and he takes it out, and then Champa deflates to be Lord Beerus. Oh, Lord Beerus! And then Gohan's in the back going, what are they doing? A gimmick from the story, I think. Because featured in the Super Starting Guide for TV Anime Dragon Ball Super. What if this were a real plot twist? Like, what if Beerus was in fact Champa? And we got something new here. The end of the Serpent Road. The end of the Serpent Road. The planet of the Lord of Worlds, which was once located here, has completely vanished thanks to Cell. And then it cuts to King Kai and Kamiguru, or Super Kamiguru. No! But it's King Kai and Super Kamiguru as he goes,
Thank you for coming all this way.
It's my pleasure. So, am I correct that you want to rebuild the planet of the Lord of Lords?
Yes, but this time I want to make it bigger. Let's see. I want my own circuit for my racing, my house should be more gorgeous, and I want to live more comfortably, so no more than 10 times the usual gravity.
and then it cuts to Goku, who's behind King Kai, going, no way, that'll ruin my training.
Goku, why are you here?
I heard you were going to rebuild your planet, so I came here to watch.
You know what? You coming back and forth between here and your world is annoying.
Hey, Porunga! Can you make the planet the same as before?
Understood. Then I shall rebuild the planet of the Lord of Worlds just as it was before.
Huh?
And then it shows that King Kai's planet gets made right where it was before, the way it was originally, with none of King Kai's additions that he actually wanted. All because of Goku. See what I mean? Goku really does not care about anybody else's opinions if it interferes with his training or fighting. Hey, this is going to make me feel safe, but it's going to interfere with my training, so don't do it. This is going to make me feel safe. But then my training won't be as effective. Come on. And that's usually how Goku gets away with all this stuff. He pleads until people give in. I'm sorry, but if your training is going to make me feel less safe, you gonna have to train somewhere else. Everyone just gives way to Goku. They just give away to Goku because he's dumb and stupid. Not because they know he's the strongest fighter on Earth, but just because they give way because they just don't want to be annoyed by him. Ain't that something? You the strongest individual on the planet of the Earth. Possibly in the whole universe. Who knows what I'll find out in these later volumes. And everyone just doesn't want to, just gives way to you simply because you're annoying sometimes? Good God. But he turned King Kai's planet back to the way it was originally, as King Kai goes,
Oh no!
Oh no, I was in the middle of farming. I gotta go back soon or else Chi-Chi's gonna beat me up. See you later, King Kai. I'll be back another time.
No way! My long-awaited chance!
And so, the planet of the Lord of Worlds was rebuilt exactly as it was before. And then Kamiguru says, alright, I should get going then. Because the Dragon Balls have turned to stone. Featured in the official guidebook Jump Victory Carnival 2015. And that's it. It just has an interview with Tori Toyo. But that's it. That's like an SBS. But we're done. We're done. We finished the first volume of Dragon Ball Super, and so much has been covered. I'm still upset that we didn't cover Resurrection of F. We got told about the events of Resurrection of F through through an exposition narration. We just went from seeing Sorbet, wondering about we need to resurrect Frieza, and then we just skipped to Goku and Vegeta training with Super Saiyan Blue, which they gained during the whole Resurrection of F incident. And I'm like, did y'all just deny me the chance to voice Frieza in this volume? And you just put it as narration? I'm still upset about that. I'm always wondering about this. What if Vegeta and Goku just asked Shenron or Porunga to bring back Planet Vegeta along with everyone else in it, like what they did to Earth during the Majin Buu saga? But will it work because it's been a long time since it was destroyed? There's a time limit. There's a time limit in which you have to make a wish in order for the dead to be brought back to life. It's been so many years. Both Goku and Vegeta were young when Planet Vegeta was destroyed. Far too much time has passed for either Shenron or Porunga to be able to bring back Planet Vegeta. Now, if they were to use the Super Dragon Balls to bring back Planet Vegeta, which doesn't have any limits, that's a possibility. But they can't do it. I thought something was crawling on my hand for a second. I took a shower too. But they can't use it with the regular Dragon Balls, because those have limitations, since they're basically fragments of the Super Dragon Balls that the Namekians took. So they wouldn't be able to bring back Planet Vegeta simply because of that limitation. Too much time has passed. But we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We finished the first volume of Dragon Ball Super. My throat feels fine. I don't feel bad. I'm glad I had this water. If I just drink water every time I have these sessions, I should be able to catch up. So I don't think I'm going to change the format I was going to do that. We'll continue the next volume of Dragon Ball Super tomorrow. And then after that, we'll play a little bit of the new Callisto Protocol. And also, I'm going to head out and get head out that same day and get Marvel's Midnight Suns because, bro, they got Hulk in that game. And he's strong. There are plot holes in the Resurrection F arc that come from Dragon Ball Z. So is that the reason why they left out Resurrection of F in general? If that's the case, then maybe it would have been better that they didn't add it. And I'd probably just wait until the Tournament of Power in order to voice Frieza. It's fine. It's fine. I'll wait until then. But we're done with Volume 1 of Dragon Ball Super. We'll continue with Dragon Ball Super tomorrow, same time. And we'll just continue this format until I fully catch up to Dragon Ball Super. And I don't think they're going to be putting their chapters up on a more regular basis because it's been a long time since the last chapter's been out. So I'll keep you all posted once we fully catch up. And then whenever the new chapters come out, we'll catch up that way. But I'm done for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a solid 2 hours and 34 minutes of me reading nothing but Dragon Ball. And I am looking forward, like, why is Frieza hanging in the tree when he was with Cell and the others back in DBZ? Yeah. Was that DBZ or was that Dragon Ball Z GT? Or Dragon Ball wasn't that Dragon Ball GT when Goku was small in a smaller body again and he went down into the underworld and encountered Cell, Frieza, and like Buu again? Because that, I don't think people really count GT as canon, if that's the one you're referencing. But yeah, there's still plot holes. But we're done. We're done. Let me not keep you here any longer than I already have. All I can say is I enjoyed reading through Dragon Ball Super for all of you. DBZ during the Kid Buu fight. Oh, okay. But I enjoyed reading through Dragon Ball Super for all of you, and I'm looking forward to reading Volume 2 tomorrow. So all I can say at the end of the day, well, it really isn't even, it's not, I say the end of the day but it's not even 3 o'clock yet. All I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, and maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. Frieza and Cell, along with King Cold, watching it from a big crystal ball. Watch episode 281 or 282 during Vegeta's speech episode. Yo, Gerard, you literally just came in at the end of the stream. I literally just did my outro. I'm done reading Dragon Ball. I'll see you guys here tomorrow. Later!